Alycats and new viewers. So today I'm bringing you my geeky pickups for the month of June, and geeky pickups are exactly what they sound like. They're all the books, movies, figures, etc. that I bought in the month or I received as gifts, and several of these things I did receive for review, but I also kind of have a shopping problem, so yeah, judge me all you want. Just judge me, okay? I'll have timestamps down below, so if you don't want to see books, so you can skip ahead, or you don't want to see movies or whatever, you can just jump to the section of the purchases that you want to see. So first, let's start off with the books, which I'm looking at them right now, and it's a huge tower, and I'm just like, why did I do this to myself? First off, I received Night City Birding by J. Patrick Black for review from Blogging for Books and Penguin Random House, so thank you to Blogging for Books and Penguin Random House for sending this to me. I'm currently reading it and really enjoying it, and it's set in the future where a war is going on, and it follows several different characters' points of view, and I'm not very far in, but like I said, I'm enjoying it, and I'm really loving the dystopian flavor of this novel. So I'll let you know my full thoughts when I finish reading this. Next up, I bought these next two books because they were just pretty and they're classics and I wanted to read them, and they were a good price, so reasons. But first up is The Picture of Dorian Gray. Look at this book. It's purple leather, the edges are green, and on the back it has a quote that says, "If it were I who was to be always young, and the picture that was to grow old, for that, I would give everything." And the end pages are beautiful, and I'm just intrigued by Dorian Gray because I watched Penny Dreadful and loved him on that, so I really wanted to actually read the source novel for Dorian Gray, so I'm really excited to read this. I've heard mixed things about it, but I think I'm gonna like it. But I could be wrong, but I think I'm gonna like it. And the other pretty book I bought was Pride and Prejudice. Again, it's beautiful blue leather with gold lettering. The edges are more of a greenish gold. And the back says, "It is a truth universally acknowledged that a single man in possession of a good fortune must be in want of a wife." And again, this is a classic novel that I somehow haven't read yet, and I've heard nothing but amazing things about Pride and Prejudice, so I'm really excited to read it. Next up, this book was $1, so I picked it up. I don't know if it's going to be good or not, but it's The Paradox of Vertical Flight by Emil Ostrovsky. Don't really know what this is about. It just says falling is the only way we can fly on the back. So yeah, it's $1, so it might not be that great, but it's $1. Now the next two books were gifts from my dad, so thank you, Dad. But the first one up is Madame Bovary by Gustave Flaubert. And I am excited to read this because I just want to read this novel because I watched Gemma Bovary, which is a film that has a cheeky take on this novel. And I was just intrigued by the concept of the film and really wanted to read the source novel. So thank you, Dad, for purchasing Madame Bovary for me because I'm really excited to read it. And he also purchased The Book Thief by Marcus Zusak. This is the anniversary edition with new content, which I'm like, yes! I've heard this book is amazing and I'm just really excited to read it. I think this is told from the perspective of death during the Holocaust, I believe. I could be wrong. Please don't crucify me if I'm wrong. But I'm really excited to delve into this because I've heard it's a classic and I've heard it's fantastic, and I kind of rhymed. I'm a poet. I didn't know it. Yes, I did because I write poetry all the time. Then, because I'm on a Philippa Gregory kick, even though I've only read one novel, don't ask me, I purchased The Kingmaker's Daughter and A Lady of the Rivers. These are both part of the, let me see if I can say this right, Plantagenet? I don't know if I'm saying it right. And Tudor series, and I'm just fascinated with this time period. I love Philippa Gregory's writing with The White Queen, so I'm excited to delve into these two novels. Then I picked up The Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood because I've heard nothing but rave reviews about the book and the Hulu series. It's a classic book, like a lot I've shown so far, and I just need to read it. So yeah, I bought it. And I also purchased Postcards from the Edge by Carrie Fisher. This is, I believe, her first, I could be wrong, but her first fiction novel, and this inspired a movie that starred Meryl Streep and Shirley MacLaine, and I'm just excited to read this because I love Carrie Fisher, I love her writing, and I'm excited to see what her fiction is all about. I also picked up The Diabolic by S.J. Kincaid because it was literally $3 and it sounds pretty good. It says, "A diabolic is ruthless, a diabolic is powerful, a diabolic has a single task. Kill, in order to protect the person you've been created for, nothing else." That sounds really intriguing, and for $3 I couldn't say no, and the cover is really pretty. So I have it now. The next one up, it should be no surprise that I freaking own this, but it's 7 Stones to Stand or Fall by Diana Gabaldon. This is a collection of novellas and short stories from the Outlander universe, and there are 2 that have never been published before. I'm just really excited to delve back into the Outlander world because I need more Outlander in my life, and Outlander Season 3 doesn't come out until September, and the 9th book that Diana Gabaldon is writing isn't out yet, so I need this. I needed this so bad. I love you, I want to marry you. And the next 2 books were also $1. The first one up is House of Echoes by Brendan Duffy, and this says, Ben and Caroline Tierney and their 2 young boys are hoping to start over. Ben has hit a dead end with his new novel, Caroline has lost her banking job, and 8-year-old Charlie is being bullied at his Manhattan school. When Ben inherits land in the village of Swanhaven in a remote corner of upstate New York, the Tierneys believe it's just the break they need. But as Ben uncovers Swanhaven's chilling secrets and Charlie ventures deeper into the surrounding forest, strange things begin to happen. Sounds pretty intriguing, and for $1 I couldn't say no. And the last book is A Small Indiscretion by Jan Ellison. Again, $1, and it says, A small indiscretion fixes an unflinching eye on the power of desire and the danger of obsession as it unfolds the story of one woman's reckoning with a youthful mistake. And I actually saw that a couple of my friends had read this and they really enjoyed it, so I was like, for $1 and my friends are giving it good praise, heck yeah, I'll pick it up. Woohoo! We're done with the books! Now let's move on to figures and stuff. The only figure that I have that's not a pop figure was a gift from my mom, and it's the Poe Dameron figure from Disney Infinity 3.0, which sadly doesn't really exist anymore because Disney canceled the series, and this was, I think, $3 actually. But Mom knows I love Poe Dameron. I love Star Wars, and I'm not taking him out of the case. I love him. You're going in my new office when it's eventually built. And yeah, I have Poe Dameron now. Ha 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 ha. I love Poe Dameron. Poe Dameron stole my heart and flew it away. In keeping with the Star Wars theme, I have the classic Princess Leia Funko Pop. I haven't taken her out of the box, but this was super hard to find. It took me forever to find one of these, but I'm so excited to have her because Carrie Fisher, and because I love Princess Leia, and because I'm a Star Wars fanatic. And the last figure I have is Wonder Woman, because I fell in love with her watching the movie, and she's just so beautiful. She's modeled after Gal Gadot, and she looks incredible. The only game I got this month was actually another gift from Alycat Mom, so thank you Alycat Mom, but that was Batman, the Telltale series. I'm a huge fan of Telltale's games. I was planning on playing this game anyway, but Mom bought it for me, and I'm super excited to play this because I've heard it's great. And again, thank you Mom for buying me Batman, because Batman. And finally, we're moving on to the plethora of Blu-rays I have. There's quite a few, but I'll try to get through them pretty quickly. First up, I have to thank Disney for sending me Bambi, the Signature Collection Anniversary Edition Blu-ray. I'm super excited to own this. I need to own more Disney movies, and I was pleasantly surprised when Disney sent this to me, so thank you. I adore Bambi. It's a classic film, and I'm so excited to have this in my collection. Also, I picked up Beauty and the Beast, the live-action remake, because I adored it when I saw it in theaters and knew I wanted to own it. And look at this cover. It's so pretty and shiny and it's great! I also have to give a major thank you to Vestron Video and Lionsgate for sending me The Unholy, which is part of the collector's edition that Vestron Video has. And I actually enjoyed this film quite a bit. I wrote a review for it on my blog if you want to go see that. I'll have it linked down below. But this is a horror film from the 80s. It's good, cheesy fun, and I really enjoyed it for what it was. Then I also picked up the live-action remake of Cinderella because I'm Disney trash, and I love all of their freaking movies. And I really enjoyed this take on Cinderella. It's pretty faithful to the animated classic, but I really enjoyed Lily James as Cinderella, and it's just magical and takes me back to my childhood. Then I picked up Side Effects because I really enjoyed it when I first watched it, and it's been a few years since I've seen it, so I've kind of forgotten some plot points, but I remember it had fantastic acting, a great story, and I really just enjoyed this film in general. I also picked up Little Miss Sunshine because this is one of the few comedy movies that can actually make me laugh, because it's very dark, kind of fucked up humor, but but I really enjoyed this film and want to see it again. Then I picked up It because I just read the novel and loved the novel, and I wanted to watch this version of it before the new movie comes out, and I wanted to see Tim Curry as Pennywise, obviously, and this was $7 at Walmart, so because I have a shopping problem, I bought it. I also picked up The Dark Crystal from the Walmart Blu-ray bargain bin because I've never seen this. Actually, I take that back. My uncle tried to show it to me as a kid. It terrified me every time he put it in the VCR and he'd have to eject the tape. But I can't remember it, so I'm really excited to go back and see this because I adored Labyrinth, so really looking forward to finally watching The Dark Crystal without screaming my head off. The next movie is The Book of Life. I remember enjoying this, but there's a caveat. I had watched this just after I'd had my gallbladder removed and I was hyped up on pain medication, so it's going to be a treat to see this again because I remember thoroughly enjoying it back then, and I'm excited to watch it, you know, without being doped up. So it's a good movie. It didn't get as much love and attention as it deserved when it first came out, but it's a really, really charming film. Then I also picked up Guardians of the Galaxy, obviously the first one because the second one isn't out on Blu-ray yet. But I love Guardians of the Galaxy. I was waiting for it to drop in price. It finally did, so I snatched it up. Super excited to own this because like I said, I freaking adore Guardians of the Galaxy. And the last pickup is Logan. This is one of my favorite movies of the year so far, and I'm excited to watch it again. I'm a huge fan of Wolverine, and I thought this was a really fitting end to his saga. And I'm so excited to show this to my dad and see what he thinks about it, so I had to pick up Logan. So there was my humongous haul. I know I have a problem, okay? But thank you to Disney, Vestron Video and Lionsgate, and Penguin Random House and Blogging for Books for sending me review copies. Thank you to my mom and dad for supplying me with gifts. And thank you to my shopping problem for creating wallet issues. If you like this video, leave a like. Let me know what you've picked up in June down below in the comment box. Also, if you like the video, make sure to share it because that helps my channel grow. If you're new to the channel and you like what you see and heard, and you want to support my shopping habit, it's just by liking my videos, guys. Subscribe and join the Alycat family because I'd love to have you here. Also, if you haven't hit the notification bell yet, hit that little bell, ding ding ding, so you'll be a part of the Alycat notification squad, which means you'll be notified when I upload a new video or start a new live stream, and you'll also get extra love from me. Sorry for that. That's not the extra love. And if you'd like to follow me on social media sites, they're all listed in the description box down below. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching and for encouraging my shopping habit. Peace and kisses. Bye. What do you mean Frank Randall is better than Jamie Fraser? You are out of your mind! I'm so sorry you had to hear that argument, guys. But to make up for that fact, my face will be floating over here in the near future. You can click that face and it'll send you to my channel if you aren't already. And if you'd like to see my previous upload, you'll find that up here, and a playlist of videos that you can watch over and over on repeat over here. And yeah, I need to go back to the invisible person I was talking to and debate why Jamie Fraser is better than Frank Randall.